Amid the noisy construction, one holdout stands firm. Despite the owner's willingness to double the demolition money, Carl still doesn't give any good looks. One day, the demolition team accidentally crashed his mailbox. Furious, Carl went so far as to take a crutch to it and knocked the man's head off. And the developer just took the opportunity to take Carl to court. If he didn't move to a nursing home the next day, the government would seize the house. But for Carl, this house meant a lot to Carl. As a child, he dreamed of becoming a great explorer. And that's how he met Ellie, who also loved adventure. The two used to spend their evenings discussing the story of Charles, the greatest adventurer of his time, and fantasized about living together next to a wonderland waterfall in South America. The same hobbies led to a successful marriage. When they grew up, they renovated their old house, purchased brand new furniture. Even the mailbox was covered with their palm prints. Carl's job was selling balloons to kids, and Ellie was a teacher in a Boy Scout troop. They didn't have a lot of money, but they were happy. But it wasn't long before the news broke. Ellie was found to be physically incapable of having children. That meant they couldn't have children. The baby's room, which had been prepared with great care, was all for naught. Carl couldn't bear to see his beloved spend the rest of her life lost, so he took out the handbook. It contained the childhood dream of both of them. Just save up a little bit every day. Fill up the jar and you'll be able to go out exploring. Unfortunately, life is full of surprises. Tires cost money, natural disasters cost money. The glass jar looks so small, but it seems like there's never enough to go around. Day by day, it slips through the fingers, in the blink of an eye. Yesterday they were newcomers. Today they're a couple of old men in their twilight years. Carl was very happy with his life, even without children. But as long as they have each other, they will never feel lonely. And their childhood dreams had been erased by reality. But one day while cleaning the house, Carl remembered this promise he made. If we don't get going, if he didn't go, he'd never get the chance. So he bought 2 plane tickets to surprise them at their favorite tree. But Ellie's body wasn't what it used to be. She couldn't run like she used to, and neither of them wanted to accept that. They were just getting old. One morning, as usual, Ellie returned the manual to Carl and left for the other side, leaving him to live alone. And now, their only memories were about to be taken away. Carl would never allow that to happen. When the paramedics arrived the next day, countless balloons suddenly sprang from the chimney and uprooted the entire house. It turns out that the night before, Carl stayed up all night. He blew up all the balloons in the house, turning the house into a giant hot air balloon. People were shocked by the size of it, and then he used the extra sheets to tie them around the house. Carl made a simple palm rest, so he could take Ellie and set sail, and head straight for Wonderland Falls. But we're flying 10,000 meters in the air. There was a knock at the door. Carl thought it was a bird, but when he opened the door, but found a little fat guy, cowering in the doorway. It turned out that the Boy Scout, Xiao Luo, to get a badge for helping the elderly. 2 days ago, he came here for a visit, but when he came back today, he was taken to heaven by chance. This trip can be said to have no return. Carl can't take a child with him, planning to cut off some balloons first, and put Xiao Luo back to the landing point. But then, an accident happened.